One thing that I thought about saying repeatedly, but I forgot to mention it every single time that I've turned to a camera. But now I'm making an effort to actually remember it. Is that the funny thing that the chiropractor said, which no other person in any kind of a medical profession, obvious, as I said previously, he had gone to my website, this vlog MS. I think this is why he asked the question. He asked whether I fast, and if the only context that you've ever heard that do you fast as a kind of a Christian circles, I mean the question put to you, I was slightly taken back by it. But he made a point out of it, recommending it and saying, please do this. The more the better. And I was kind of asking, how long do you want me? What is your suggestion? How long to do it? And I didn't want to talk about what ideas I was interested here. And he said, yeah, and he used the term intermittent fasting, which is something that I did before this antioxidanttiklinikka. They put me on these supplements, and one of the supplements, and I don't even know which one it is, but if I eat it, I guess I could do a test during the weekend that I would only eat these pills and see which one it is that gives me the nausea. But yes, some of the pills they just give you the sorry about that. They give you the most horrible sense of vomiting. But it only lasts for like 15 minutes, and it only occurs if you eat it into an empty stomach. So nowadays, in the morning, I drink a cup of green tea, have a banana and an apple, well, a couple of fruits, and then I have the supplements, because the supplements taken on their own, you want to barf. But so yeah, he mentioned intermittent fasting and its benefits, and then proper fasting, and never has a medical professional, or I don't know if chiropractors are, I know that they themselves like to be seen as as doctors or somehow medically inclined, but they are healing people. I'm not saying that. But yeah, now I'm rambling. I need to go pick up my suits from the cleaner. They said that they can clean the grey jacket with dry cleaning, so they needed to use water. So I'll be interested to see what it looks like. And I don't think I can look at this the same. Today was my second visit to the chiropractor, and I think he was a bit more aggressive with me this time. Not aggressive as in attacking me verbally or anything like that, but when he was doing these adjustments, if the first time he would try it once and it didn't kind of go or make this cracking sound, he would move on and do something else. But now he just did the thing a couple of times and corrected my position or did something in order to get it to work. With the end result that I really was making these nasty crunching sounds coming from my neck and my back, and when he started to operate on my back, it was fine. I wasn't that concerned, but when he moved on to my neck and he snapped my head, and I think the first one it didn't go, and it's a fairly violent motion, and then he did some adjustments and asked me to correct my position, and then he did it, and I could feel myself thinking, that was a horrible move. This might go horribly wrong. But I'm still mobile, so nothing happened. And now he's gonna send me, he's gonna send me links about neuroplasticity and how brains regenerate themselves if something is damaged or missing. And this is what we're now hoping to achieve, that certain functionality is regained. The power that I mentioned on the last video, that holding my hand in this kind of angle, and then he pressed on it hard as he could, I would say that if not increased, the strength and keeping the hand in that position, at least it had stayed the same. I would say that even it might have increased. The only thing that I still have a problem with, I think in both hands, is that if you hold your hands or fingers spread out like that, and then when he presses them together, I don't have power to keep my fingers separated. They squeeze together very easily. So this is now I'm gonna see him next Tuesday again. So these appointments are occurring at a very very frequently. So I'm hoping hoping to see whether we could see improvements in a rapid pace. I'm still, that's one thing that I mentioned to him, that I went to the store a couple of times and I walked quite a bit in them. I'm feeling horrible when I'm walking. Fatigue may be a strong word, but it's similar to that, the feeling that you're completely exhausted. Now 2 times going to the store, it hasn't been that bad. Do you know what I must admit? Now that we've restricted alcohol intake significantly. Now that I go and buy wine, in Finland they're called, sorry about that, in Finland they're called kyykkyviini if you buy cheap wine. So it's in English it would be, you buy squatting wine, and that's because all the cheap bottles are at the lowest shelves, and the highest price, or the more expensive wines, there on the top shelf. And I have moved away from even the middle shelves. I've clearly moved up to the top shelves. For example, today I got Tomasi Italian wine, which is about 30 euros a bottle. And that's expensive even for me. But it's Easter, and and I went to Reinin Liha. They do organic rack of lamb, and I bought 2 racks of lamb. And truth be told, I think that's just about the best meat there is. It's a nice rack of lamb. Stores are open until 8 o'clock tonight. Stores have free. They're free to keep their doors open whenever they want. But the Alko, the place where you get alcohol in Finland, it's only open until 8 o'clock today, and the next time it's going to be open is next Tuesday. So good that I got my shopping in.
You disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here
Yet again,
you, baby, but you're still
a spring cold. I've been converting my videos, and I noticed that there was I think there was 3 or 4 videos that were talking about this last year, 2016, about a spring cold, and I have it again. Very unpleasant. This time, no fever though, or not a high fever. It has just been runny nose, sore throat, and stuff like that. It's an unpleasant feeling. And we're supposed to go shopping today, but I don't think I'm up to it. I'm trying to avoid this ordeal. Had our lamb yesterday at my in-laws. Given that my wife is an only child and I come from a family of 5, we tend to take all of our festivities at my in-laws, because it would feel like we would be robbing them of their only daughter if we would go somewhere else. And then I know that Robin, my parents, they have their plates full. So the 30-euro wine, it wasn't as good as I was hoping for it to be. It was a good wine, but I was kind of, in my head, I have this idea that it's going to be sublime. It's going to be a mind-blowing experience. This wonderful nectar of gods. But it was just good wine. Ate 3 lamb chops. So It tasted absolutely fabulous. I tried to avoid the fatty parts of it, so I left a lot untouched. But the actual meat, it tasted sublime. What else? Nothing really. It's a very slow weekend, or Easter now. Oh yeah, this is something I want to show you. This came in the mail. So this is for the one side of the Mavic. And it says propeller guards. So now when I bounce into stuff, it won't break my drone. Yeah, about DJI. I think, oh man, sorry, my voice is I'm getting all worked up. So what happened is I obviously crashed it again, which is to be expected. I ordered their service to come and pick it up, and I fumbled with that a little. That they didn't come as fast as possible because we weren't home, so that was 2 days delayed. And then what happened, it got delivered, and the delivery only took like 4 days or 3 days, but it was fast. And I was, yeah, there's a definite improvement. And I went onto their site, I went on UPS site, and it said package delivered. And I was, yeah, that's brilliant. I contacted their support and said, yeah, it's not, they haven't opened the package yet, so just wait a second. Then I forgot about the whole thing. In a week, 1 week, 7 days later, I went onto their site. I went into, there's this kind of track case thing. I went in there and said, what's going on with it? And it still was in this state that it hasn't been received. I contacted them, again, the support, and said, this is an absolute joke what you're doing. Your customer service, it is rubbish. You can't do this. And now, you know, because they're always, we're very sorry. We do apologize for any inconvenience we've caused you. Yeah, you do that all the time. Every single time. We're sorry. We're very sorry. Please accept our forgiveness. And now when I chat with them, I say, yeah, I know you're sorry, but could you fix my issue, please, and stop greeting about being sorry and stuff like that. Well, when I contacted their support, then, suddenly, 2 hours after this, it was actually being taken into, they're looking into it. So now, last I checked, I think it's Easter, so they're not going to be doing anything with it. But last I checked, it was now in this damage assessment stage. And they promise 2 to 3 days, and I bet they're just going to fumble. But yeah, one thing that, to me, as a customer, I forked out money like crazy for them. This is one thing that I forked out for them. Is that you would assume that when a company does something clearly wrong, that they have violated you horribly, that they would come up and say, yeah, well, we do acknowledge that something went funny here. Let's ease your pain with something. But no, the only thing that they do is, we apologize. Fine, but why do you keep violating me? You know, repenting of a stuff means that you turn away from it. You don't do it anymore. But anyway, Jesus Christ is King, my Lord and Savior. Amen.